Hey everybody, what's up? Old School NYC Gamer back once again here with another video. And today, for all you guys and gals out there, I'm going to be showing you a really cool and awesome retro gaming website that I came across quite a while back thanks to a fellow YouTuber here by the name of ACCardShark. And he's a big member of the site, and he was talking about it in one of his videos middle of last to late last year. He was talking about it. I myself had to check it out, and I'm very, very impressed by the site. I got a note though, I haven't been on the site myself in a few months, so I know they probably did update it quite a bit, and we'll talk more about that and everything else about the website in 1 second. I must stress though, if to optimize some of the features on this website, you need to run it on Firefox, and I know a lot of people are using Google Chrome. I'm not exactly sure how this would work for Mac users since I'm a PC user, but if you're on the PC, I do recommend that you use Firefox to run some of the features. It's really to your discretion if you want to do that or not, so don't blame me if your computer craps out because you did it, alright? With that said, let's check out this website here, people, and it is RetroUprising.com. Now, even you know, it might look pretty plain, but this site, I mean, wow. It has quite an extensive catalog of a lot of games, retro games, arcade games, consoles, you name it. I mean, we'll get more into that in a bit. It's a full-fledged website. It has your forums, basically whatever you need. If you want to be a real big part of this site, please feel free to check it out. So the one thing that really caught my eye about this is this has a very extensive gaming library when it comes to consoles and the arcade. Now, for a lot of people who don't really do the emulation thing or choose not to really have a lot of that stuff on their computer, this is a nice online response to that. And of course, like I said, they're always updating it. Right now, actually, if I'm looking at one of the notices up here, that you can see over there, they're trying to work on getting the N64 emulation worked out. And of course, with the N64 emulator, there's always a lot of bugs where it's not going to run smooth. But they're trying to work that out, and hopefully they'll get that straightened out. And of course, feel free to totally donate. This is one really good site. They don't ask much. Any kind of a donation will be cool. But like I said before, let's get to the main reason why this is really cool. Of course, here you can see the arcade. They got some contests that you could totally go after. Like I said, I'm looking here. They got some of the NES library up on here. Some of the popular games that people will play online. But we can see right here, people, this is the main bread and butter. You could basically play games anywhere from the Atari 2600, 5200, 7800, the Atari Lynx, the arcade, ColecoVision, some Flash games, the Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Game Gear, Sega Genesis, Nintendo, and of course, this will be spread out into a bunch of different areas we'll get to in a minute. You got your Sega 32X, Super Nintendo, some text adventure games, TurboGrafx 16 stuff. So we'll just go into the Nintendo section in 1 second here. And of course, you can display all the games or select a single system. And of course, our own ACCardShark actually has the high score right here of 70 points. And he actually has the world record. Now, of course, some of this stuff will go by the website, but it'll also go by the Twin Galaxies record holders to make it 100% legit. Now, also, you could, I said, if you want to submit a high score, they're pretty accurate, and they'll know if you're cheating. So if you think you could try to, screw around and cheat, they'll catch you on it and ban you off the site. So they make it pretty fair and not have any future Billy Mitchells try to screw over the site and try to, cheat to get that high score. But anyway, yeah, people, I mean, they have a very extensive NES library, as you could see. I mean, it's freaking extensive. I mean, I'm just going down, and this is already on the letters. They have over 45 pages of NES games that you could, at your disposal, that you can play. Now, for example, I'll show you what I mean when I said about the coin op or the arcades. Now, of course, this will be running through MAME. I'll pick a very easy game that I can remember here. Okay? So for example, you want to go play an arcade game here on RetroUprising.com, you could look for Dig Dug. One of the things is I'm surprised they don't have a little search bar right here where it might make it a little easier. See, when you go by the name, it'll do that, or go to ascending. But anyway, I mean, that's my one little minor thing about the site that I don't like, but, you know, that could be overlooked. Now, of course, like I said here, this is Dig Dug, and we'll just click on that. Now, they have a couple of really cool features. For some reason, I don't know why I did that. But yeah, as I was saying, actually, I think I clicked the wrong thing. But anyway, so we're on Dig Dug. Now, of course, you have two features here, okay? You got your Arcade OX Full Mode, which is recommended, or you could go for the Arcade Score Mode. Sorry if I just kind of blah, blah, blah that. But anyway, yeah, if you want to go for the high score on here, for example, all you got to do is just click this, okay? So now, of course, it'll take a couple minutes to load. And, of course, if you want to play, you have your buttons right here. It shows you, how it all works. The coin is the space bar. Start is your enter. And, of course, the D-pad would be your cursor keys. And, of course, when you want to submit the score, when you're done, you press F12. I mean, it's simple as that. You really can't get any more easier than that, people. Alright, so, of course, right here we have Dig Dug. And I'm just going to let it boot up. It's going to go do its thing. And, of course, you can see right there, I'm just going to show you score limit. So when you're done, just gotta press F12 and it'll submit the score to them, and then they will post it on the site. Alright, people, so let's go play a quick round of this. If I could start it up here. Of course, everybody has certain strategies to play, Dig Dug, Pac-Man, Miss Pac-Man, however you want to do it. If you think you could do really good on this and, give it a shot, go for it. I mean, if ACCardShark can do it, anybody can. Like I said, people, that's just a quick little thing here that how you can't play the games online. And of course, once you're done, you hit F12 to submit the score, and you're done. I mean, as simple as that, people. Let's go back over into the Retro Uprising website here, and I'll just show you another game. Let me see. We'll try the Atari 5200, since a lot of people kind of don't really give it enough love and respect like it should. I'm trying to figure one game we could play that everybody would know. Choplifter. We'll try that game. Now, of course, you could just go on the score mode. I don't know why I'm blathering myself again for the second time, but you could compete for the high score here as well. So I'm just going to go right here. Basically, like I said, of course, it's the same buttons. You got your, Z09 CVD, D-pad, and there's your menu. So, of course, like I said, this game is running in score mode. Score cheaters are found and banned, okay? So you got to remember that. So, of course, if you understand it, you just got to press OK or left and right. And there's Choplifter, people, on the Atari 5200. Now, it seems to be a little glitchy, so I'm not exactly sure maybe if that's due to the emulation itself. Let me see here. Give me 1 second. I'm going to try to hopefully get this working. I do apologize, people, if it seems a little glitchy. But that's just a rough idea of that, people. We'll try another Atari 5200 game. I do apologize for that one being a little glitchy. Not exactly sure how it would be like that, but let me see here. Well, we'll try Frogger for the Atari 5200. Okay, I must have hit the wrong button again. I do apologize, people. Like I said, this is a very You know, very quick, on the cuff overview of the website itself. We'll try Berserk. Very simple game, and this is going to be for the score mode. Of course, right here, Winnebago has the score of 9,900. And so right now, I'm going to try to go into the score mode to see if I can beat that, or at least try to in the allotted time. And of course, depending on the game, it might take a little longer to load. So like I said, people, this is a nice, fun alternative to, you know, playing the games if you don't want to, like, have all that stuff, you know, itself, if you want to play the actual game. Okay, so let's check it out, people. Here's Berserk. Yeah, I didn't last too long on that one, did I? No, I think what I did here was, people, I actually didn't realize I set it to the wrong setting on the computer, so I do apologize. So let's try one more. Actually, let's go back to it. Let's check out the NES real quick here. Some of the classics here. We'll try, let's see. We'll go in the M's. And no, I'm not going to pick Mario Brothers, so don't even ask. We'll check out... let's see. Well, we'll check out Mappy for the, I believe this is for the Famicom. So, of course, here, depending, you could also, certain systems could, you could play in Java in full mode or light mode. And, of course, you could play the full mode or the score mode. But we're going to go into the, you know, full mode for this, okay? So, of course, you know, the window pops up. And let's check it out, people. Let's see, select and enter. As you get to Z and X buttons. Well, that just shows you, what, you know, that you can actually play the NES on this as well, people. We'll try one more system here. Trying to think which would be good. Well, of course, like I said, you can see here, though, when you see by the systems, it'll show you even the file association. So depending on which you use, it will use a certain emulator for it. It even actually has Virtual Boy, surprisingly. We'll check out ColecoVision. And of course with ColecoVision, you know, they have tons of classic games on here. You can't go wrong, really. And, we'll try Jungle Hunt. We'll go into the full mode here. And I'm surprised, I don't know why that one made a very loud noise. Sorry about that. We'll try another ColecoVision game. Go for, let's see. Go for something in the S's here. We'll try Star Wars the arcade game for the ColecoVision. We'll try that one. Of course, you see here, the score to beat here is 115,223. Seems to be the same thing. Alright, people, I might have to kind of give a thumbs down for that one. I do apologize. I don't know why it's still doing that. That might have to be the emulator for the reason why it's doing that. Okay, so let's try one more retro system here. Let's see. Well, you can't go wrong with the Game Boy. Of course, we'll try the one that everybody knows. If I could find it. Yep, and that would be Tetris, people. So it's going to go, like I said, once again to the full mode. As you can see right there. And of course, like I said, if you have a little problems with some help here. Shows you what to pick, 1 player, 2 player. So yeah, people, that's just, like I said, a quick little view here of what you can play on Retro Uprising. I mean, like I said, you could pretty much pick any freaking system you want. I mean, you have a ton of these. You get TurboGrafx 16, Atari Lynx. I mean, it's, you know, it's kind of mind-boggling on a lot of the titles that they're carrying here. Hopefully, like I said, they'll actually will have the N64 emulator working soon. So of course, you know, we could go into the forums section as well. So, you know, if you want to, you know, be a part of Retro Uprising, you could definitely, you know, throw your comments and your discussions, your ideas, you know, your love for retro gaming on here as well. I mean, it's, you know, never ending. You could definitely do a lot on the site. I highly do recommend it, people. And if you're not a part of it by now, you know, be a part of it. Like I said, overall, I mean, you know, it is, like I said, not every website's perfect. You know, some of the emulators are not 100% perfect. Yet again, it is emulation, it's not off the hardware. But if you're one of those people that don't have these systems, you can't access them, you can't afford them, or there's certain games that you want to get but you can't play, you know, this is a good, nice online alternative to all that. Especially if you're, you know, you live in a small place, you don't want to have a lot of the stuff, or you just can't, you know, get access to it. You know, it's like I say, it's one really good website. I highly recommend it. Definitely check it out. Like I said, once again, I'm going to leave the link to Retro Uprising down in the description right there. And I do want to thank the people from Retro Uprising who contacted me a while back, you know, to do a review of the site. Like I said, it's more of a, you know, my impressions overview more than a review. But I do highly recommend this site, people. Definitely check it out. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them down at the bottom or PM me. Feel free also to follow me on Facebook and Twitter with my little gaming adventures and what might be coming up next. And that's about it, people. Have a great day and take care of yourself and keep on retro gaming. Cheers.